and this is my 41 Ford Woodie, and we just wanted to walk around and point out a few things to you. So I guess we'll start at the front of the car. As you can see, the chrome is all original. I'm told that the hubcaps are not original, but correct. I'm not quite sure how they know they're not original, but that's what I'm told. All the windows have the Ford stamp on them, and they are all in working order. As you can see, this one cranks out and then locks. This is the front window. I just want to show you the felt. Look at this here. This felt is definitely original. That's the case on all the windows. You can see, this can't be faked. So now I'm going to crank up the window, and when it's fully up, you'll be able to see the Ford stamp in the window. Every window has the Ford stamp to show that it's an original window. The doors shut beautifully. These back windows, they slide open. So for instance, this particular one is missing a pin. There's a pin that you pull, and then you can slide the window. Again, all original felts. The wood is beautiful. It's in great working order. I'm going to slide this one closed, and now, it's nice and tight. Again, Ford stamps in all the windows. I guess this is where they traditionally rot down here. You can see that the wood is in great shape. There is a little bit of, I don't know what happened on the running board here, but that's before my time, not a big deal. As we come around to the back of the car, it does have a spare. You can also see that this is the original piece of rubber forming a gasket between the upper and the lower window. It is very difficult to see the Ford stamps in these windows, but it is here. You may have to take my word for it, but these windows are original as well. When the tailgate is down, these headlights, as you can see, flip up, or excuse me, tail lights, so that you can drive it with the tailgate down, and the drivers behind you would be able to see your license plate and the brake lights. The roof has been replaced. This is not the original roof. I never cleaned the roof, so it looks very dusty. I think it makes it look more like an original roof. But if you wanted a nice shiny roof, you could just clean that off with a hose and you'd be all set. As we come around the vehicle, I don't know that this will be very visible in the video, but there is a dent in this fender here with a little bit of cracking of the paint. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I should bring you back to the tailgate. There's a tiny bit of delamination here. You can see that it moves under my finger, but up here is solid. So I have not touched it I don't want to mess it up. It's on there, it's not going to fall off. But there's some delamination there. And then on this door panel, there's a slight amount of delamination here. You can see it along here. This is all solid up here, but this is where we have some delamination. Also, with this particular window, it doesn't roll all the way up. So someone, before my ownership, added this filler piece. So when the window is all the way up, it actually, it runs into that filler piece, as you can see. So you can't see the Ford stamp on that window. But this one, like the other doors, shuts very well. This one is bolted together. Frankly, I didn't even notice that till after I owned the car. I think that this is all in great shape. I'm gonna open and close this door for you guys, so you can see that this really is a solid vehicle. There is a tiny bit of dry rot up here, but it is localized to right here. It is very solid. I'm gonna rock the vehicle to show you how solid it is. I'm not concerned about that small amount of dry rot. Again, all the windows work. I'm going to crank this one down. I guess you saw that earlier, but this vent window, I'm going to crank it around, and then there is a little lock on the vent window. Again, it does have all the Ford stamps. As we come around to the front of the vehicle, it is in good shape. There is a little bit, and I don't know what the right term for this is on the chrome, but the chrome is peeling a little bit, but no wonder the car is more than 75 years old. The scoop here does operate. I'm going to open it up right now. And you can see that they've done a great job when they repainted this car. This is all the original rubber. This is the original rubber around the window, yet this has been repainted. So they did an amazing job when they repainted this. It's really, it's hard to tell that this has been repainted. There are some flaws in it. Our cat scratched this a little bit. Fortunately, it's not the only scratch on the car, so it's not killing me. I'm going to go around to the other side of the car and show you the interior now. So I'm just going to open up these doors. We'll start in the front. So these are the original leather seats. I think you can tell that. If you were here, you'd be able to smell it. The floor mats are in good shape. I don't know that these are original, but they sure look it. This is the original heater, and it does work. There's a switch for it right here. The clock, I'm not sure if it works. It probably does. I've never even bothered with it, but there is a clock. There's a filler plate for a radio. This does not have a radio. Here is your choke. We have added a thermostat because I feel it's very important to know the temperature of the engine. So this is the one piece that is not original. We have the original key fob from the dealership where it was sold in Washington State. Pretty amazing. These seats are in good shape. There are some rips. You can see there's a rip here and there's a rip here. And the interior headlight currently does not work. When I bought the car, it did. I suspect that it's a light bulb, and I can't figure out how to get this off. So that's why I haven't fixed it. But I believe that it's really just a light bulb. That's my guess. You can see the interior wood is in incredible shape. As I mentioned, the dry rot earlier is on the other side of this, but you can see that this wood is in good shape. It's nice and solid. I'm going to move to the back seat, and I'll show you that. This seat right here does have a rip along the seam. I believe that this is very easy to fix. That is one reason why I'm selling this car. I just have my hands full with a lot of other things, boats and cars, and this car just isn't getting the attention that it deserves. So that's why, I mean, I believe that this is a simple fix. Just restitch it and it's going to look great. The back sides of the seats, you can see that there's a rip just behind the passenger, but all in all, the leather is in good shape. This is the original leather. I mean, personally, I think this is amazing. The back seat does have a little something going on this panel. I don't know, there's a rip, but when we use this car, friends sit back here and I don't worry about it. It is solid, although it doesn't look perfect. But what would you expect with leather that's 75 years old? So there are some scratches on the interior, nothing that I think is a big deal. The wood is in great shape, as you can see. If you have any questions, I'm hoping that you'll reach out to us. I'm happy to take more photos if necessary, or some more video, but hopefully this gives you a good sense of the car. Thank you, and we hope to find a new owner for it. Thank you.